everyone. So today I'm just gonna do a little get ready with me using some products that I've been loving. One of the products that I used on my eyes was the Anastasia Norvina Palette, which I have been obsessed with. So yeah, if you guys want to see how I did this full makeup look, then just keep watching. I am going to start with eyeshadow today because I'm going to be using the Norvina palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I've had this for about a week and I've been really enjoying it. Purple is one of my favorite colors though, so that's probably why. So first off, I'm going to just prime my lids. I'm using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Dark Circle Eraser. And I've actually been using this over my MAC paint pot lately. I just find that the MAC paint pot's kind of been looking textured a little bit on my eyes, so I thought I would just try regular concealer for a while. I was never really into the whole concealer as a base thing, but as of late I haven't been minding. So I'm just gonna set that concealer using this shade right here, which is Blanc Type by MAC. Next thing, I'm gonna go in with the Norvina palette and I'm gonna go into the color Incense right here. That brown, the lighter brown matte shade. And I'm just gonna tap that initial pigment on my eyes just because these are very pigmented shadows, and I'm going to start blending, and this is just a NYX crease brush number 16. I don't know what it is about Anastasia palettes lately, but it's all I can seem to pick up in my collection. Like, out of all the palettes that I have, I just keep picking up either this one. I picked up the Soft Glam pretty regularly. I've just been loving the shadows lately from her. It's kind of funny with makeup, you go in waves, like certain products you use and use and use and use, and then you don't touch them for a while. Like the Modern Renaissance, I haven't touched that palette in a long time, and I was just inspired to use it the other day. And I love Anastasia shadows. So that blended out pretty easily. I'm going to use the same brush. I'm going to go into the color, I think I'm going to go into the color Love, which is that pink with a tiny bit of shimmer. And I'm just going to apply that over top of the last color I put down, just to kind of change the shade a little bit. Alright, next color I'm going to go into is Volatile, which is this color right here. And I'm going to focus that more in the lower crease outer corner. Alright, so that's what it's looking like. I'm going to go in, I think I'm going to use the color Rose Gold, which is this one right in the middle here at the top. I'm going to use my ring finger, and my cat's jumping around, and I'm just going to place that on the lid. Ooh, that's pigmented. That's another thing, like as of lately I've really been enjoying applying shadows with my finger, which I never ever would have done before. Like I hate applying eyeshadow with my finger. I also hate like using a setting spray in a palette because I find that it just changes the integrity of the shadow, like once you dip a wet brush into a palette. So yeah, I don't know what it is. I've just been loving applying shadow with my finger lately. wipe away that excess. So that is super pretty. That is a super pretty color. All right, so I'm gonna take, this is a Sigma E55 brush, and I'm gonna go into the color Drama, which is that dark shimmery purple. I'm gonna apply that just in the outer corners, kind of deepen it up a little bit. Oh, I get a text message. Now, I don't have a lot of lid space, so this can kind of go a little too far. Like, I don't know if you can see how it went up and outside of my actual lid space. But I'm just gonna take this NYX brush again, and I'm gonna go into Volatile. And I'm just gonna work that shade in. See how that kind of just blended it out some? All right, so that is what it's looking like so far. Pretty happy with that. Yeah. Super pretty. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take, this is a Wet n Wild crease brush. I'm going to go into that base shade, and I'm just going to go under my brow bone with that. My cat's just jumping around like crazy right now. I recently brought them to the new house, and they're just trying to get adapted to it because it's actually a lot smaller than our old house. So they're just they're trying to find every little nook and cranny that they can hide in and do all that. It's kind of funny. Because I have dogs as well. So the dogs and the cats like to separate. I mean, they get along, but the cats, you know, they do their own thing. So it's really strange, like the places that I found the cats. Like the first day they were here, they went behind the fridge and wouldn't come out. They would not come out. But they seem to be getting more and more adapted, so that's nice. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do something that I might end up regretting, because it's been a hot minute since I've used a gel liner. But this is the Maybelline Eyestudio gel liner in the shade Blackest Black. And I'm gonna take a chance with this, and I'm gonna try and do a gel liner, because like I said, it has been a while. And my favorite brush for this is a Essence Precise eyeliner brush. They look like this. They kind of have a colorful end on it. I love these brushes for this. This is like the ultimate eyeliner brush. So I'm gonna just take my chances, and I'm gonna try and do gel liner. So one thing that kind of sucks, like in the States, you know, you have like Ulta, and you have all sorts of brands there that you can buy for a cheap price. And I mean, here we pretty much have like the standard L'Oreal, CoverGirl, NYX, Maybelline, I think of what other brands we have. Essence, like you can buy Essence here, but it's never like a good selection. But like, I don't know, like there's certain brands like Makeup Revolution I would love to try, and you can't buy it here. I know they're really affordable, and like you see a lot of people buying like Catrice and stuff like that. Like you can't buy that stuff here, and it kind of sucks. But anywho, so I didn't butcher it too bad. I think yeah, that looks all right. So I'm gonna go on to the rest of my face. I'm gonna use the L'Oreal Infallible Matte Lock primer. And I'm just using this because I'm trying to use it up. I don't really particularly like this primer. I don't find it does really anything. I don't have a whole lot left, so I'm trying to use it up and get it out of my collection. So I'm going to go in with the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation, and take my beauty sponge, shake it up. I'm trying to use this foundation up too. I'm just gonna take a few pumps and put that on my face. This is like the perfect summer shade for me. The shade is Duvel. I don't get really good long wear out of this foundation. I think I mentioned that before, but I really love the finish of it. Like, this is one of those products that is almost perfect, except for like the wear time on it, because I find it bunches up and starts looking quite creasy after not a whole lot of wear time, probably about 6 hours. It starts to really break up on me. And for concealer, I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Born This Way Multi Sculpting Concealer. The shade I have is Swan, which is way too light for me right now. So I'm actually thinking about going in and picking up a darker shade. This one I find comes off a little bit too yellow. So I'm going to take actually about that much, and I'm going to take some of that foundation and I'm going to mix that on top. Just try and darken it a little bit to bring it back to like a more natural look. Yeah, so up until this year, like, I don't really have a lot of dark complexion products, because up until really this year I never really focused a whole lot on like my summer shade, winter shade. I just went like fair, and I didn't really care that my face didn't match the rest of my body. But now, like, I'm starting to see like the major difference that it makes if you do change up your concealer and your foundation shades in the summer. So I think I am going to go and purchase a darker concealer, and if I was to do that, I probably would stick with the Born This Way. Just go with the darker shade. I hate when you put your foundation on and then your entire face gets itchy. It's like there's minuscule hairs everywhere. I hate that. Drives me nuts. It always happens around my nose. So now I'm going to go in with my Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I'm going to take, didn't have my complexion brushes. I'm going to take, this is the Real Techniques, one of their eye brushes. I'm just going to take a little bit of that powder and powder under my eye real quick. This is the Fenty Beauty matchstick in the color Ember, and I love this for contour. I've really been loving cream contour lately, and I've been using this all summer, and I still haven't, like, there's a ton of product. I haven't even made a dent in this, so I think like that's gonna last me a really long time. And I'm gonna blend that out using, this is the NYX brush in the number 3. I love this for blending out cream contour, and I also love it for blending out stick foundations. This is the only brush that I use for my stick foundations. Another really nice one is the, this is the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. That's also really good for blending out cream product. I've just been loving the way the cream contour looks as opposed to powder contour lately. I never was a cream product person before, but then I watched who was it? I think it was Samantha Ravndal, and how, like, I don't know, I've been watching her a lot lately, and she's really been changing the way that I put my makeup on. Like, I never would have picked up cream complexion products before, and for her, like, she uses a lot of cream complexion products, and now I'm in love with how that looks. So this is the Peach Perfect setting powder, mattifying loose setting powder. I just read that upside down. Mad skill. I like this powder. It's really nice until you get it everywhere. It's a really nice setting powder. Oh my god, just clumsy as all hell today. Don't inhale it though, because it tastes like peaches, and something tells me that that's probably not a good thing to breathe in. God knows what we're putting on our faces. The bronzer that I've been loving lately, I picked this up. It's the Ambient Lightning Bronzer from Hourglass. I just picked up a mini one. I have been loving this. And I'm just putting that on with a BH Cosmetics brush. This is one of the brushes that was in the collection that was released with the festival collection. I love BH Cosmetics brushes. I think they're really good. Not so much their eye brushes, but their face brushes are really good. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my blush. This is the Physician Formula Butter Blush in the shade Plum Rose. This is a nice cool tone pink blush. I've been using this a lot lately. And for highlight, I'm going to go in with the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Vanilla Quartz. Looks like that. Super, super pretty highlight shade. The brow pencil I'm using is the Annabelle Skinny Brow in the shade Universal Taupe. And I'm just going to go in with the ColourPop Brow Boss Gel and set that down. So using this is the Morphe E36 brush, I'm going to go into Incense, and I'm just bringing that down my lower lash line. I'm going to go into the shade Love. I'm just going over top of that. And then I'm going to go into Rose Gold and just do the inner corner of the lower lash line with that. And then I'm going to take my highlighter, the Becca that I used on my face, and I'm just going to take a pencil brush and quickly put that in my inner corner of my eye. Kind of brighten that up a little bit. And I'm going to line my lower lash line with the Marc Jacobs Highliner Black. And if you wear contacts, I recommend this eyeliner 100% because I have never found an eyeliner that didn't irritate my contacts. And this is the only one that I've ever used that doesn't. So then for my lips, I'm just going to use the Maybelline Baby Lips in, this is just kind of like a balm, and it's kind of like a nude tone color. that on my lips, and I'm gonna curl my lashes, and I'll zoom out and show you the finished look. All right guys, so I finished off my eyelashes using the Essence Lash Princess mascara, and I also used the new Hourglass Caution Extreme Lash Mascara. And yeah, so this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.